Alright, hello everyone, and welcome once again to another amazing game of StarCraft. And yeah, we're gonna be witnessing once again two Pinoy players battling it out in a casual friendly match. So, spawning here on the upper right side of the map, we have our Zerg player, h3xa, and on the lower left side of the map, we have our orange Protoss player, iamrisktaker, aka Risk. Para shortcut to, para mas madaling bigkasin. So, just a few notes about these players. Ni h3xa, I've been playing with this guy a lot. The TVZ kami lagi, and he's really getting better, no? Na macro better, mga tech and strategy, and micro nag-improve mga decision making. So yeah, habang tumatagal lalo siyang mas nagiging difficult na opponent. And as of recording this video, no, I actually played 3 games with him earlier today. Earlier sa day na ni-record ko tong video na to, if gets yun. Basta anyway, bago ko i-record ng video na to, we played ours earlier. Yun, naka 3 games kami, nanalo siya first game, and it was a really good victory, no? Sa side niya kasi maybe nag-throw ako or not, pero magandang ginawa niya. And yeah, that it feels, I mean, I'm happy to know, no, dahil yung panalo niya hindi yung fluke or sabi natin nagkataon lang, hindi. It was really based on decisive, yung mga good decisions, and yun, capitalizing on mistakes ng opponent niya, which is ako. So yeah, naka 3 games kami kanina, nanalo siya dun sa first game, and yeah, kita ko talaga yung improvement, and I'm more excited to see kung ano pa yung magiging progress ni h3xa like a month from now and even several months from now. So yeah, h3xa has been improving a lot. And then on the opposite side of the map, no, si Risk naman is also improving a lot. Actually, ano nga ang natutuwa ako dito kay Risk, no, kasi when I first met this guy, talagang very very casual lang siya. Mahilig siya mag photon cannon rush, into Dark Templar rush, into fast carrier, no? Yun yung laging pattern niya paulit-ulit every game, regardless kung Zerg ka, Protoss ka, Terran ka, it doesn't matter. Yun yung same pattern niya paulit-ulit every game. And ito nga ang natutuwa ko dito kasi talagang willing siya mag-adapt, mag-learn, and baguhin yung strategy niya para ma-improve niya yung sarili niyang gameplay, no? And ang one thing to note na I'm really diba, ang hinahangaan ko kay Risk is he will not back down, no, if yayain siya one-on-one, even if let's say you're a stronger opponent. O talagang gusto niya i-challenge yung mga alam niyang matatalo siya, no, alam niya na stronger yung kalaban, pero gusto niya pa rin labanan. And that's a really good attitude dito sa StarCraft Broodwar if you want to improve. Na yun, that being said, no, meron na palang bakbakan, no, kasi nag-open ng 2 gateway si Risk. And as you can see, 2 zealots, no, taking down a drone, pero h3xa responds with more Zerglings, while itong si Risk still moving forward, no, pressing on with more zealots, nakarally dito sa natural ni h3xa, and that's going to kinda disrupt h3xa's economy kasi nga he's forced to make Zerglings, which is ayaw niyang gawin kasi as a Zerg player you'd want to sneak in as much drones as you can before you start producing army. Pero ang ginawa dito ni Risk, force niya yung drones very early, and look, a drone has been forced for an earlier sunken than usual. And yeah, so ngayon nasa 2 base si h3xa, delayed ang economy because the forced the links, and masabi ko Risk has already done damage just by forcing the links, no? While tignan mo, Risk will just continuously produce probe. Yung Zerg kasi wala siyang choice kundi mag-consume ng larva, who's either drone or army, pero yun, na-wipe out na yung small zealot force na yun. So good defense by h3xa. And yeah, so yun ang tricky part about Zerg, no, na hindi ka basta-basta pwede mag-puro drones lang. You have to balance, no? You need to know the timing when ka magproduce ng army units or when ka mag-macro up ng drones, kasi if you produce too much drones, mamatalo ka sa combat pag sinuhod ka. So to produce too much army, baka pag na-hold ng kalaban, no, sa later stages of the game, magiging behind ka, and yun, matatalo ko sa macro game. So, yun. Kaya very planned dapat to. Kino-consider mo dapat yung economy mo a lot if you're playing Zerg. Ngayon, risk, no? As you can see kanina, pinull back niya yung remaining zealot na naka-rally. So, that's a good decision. That's a smart decision. Kaysa i-suicide niya dito sa natural ni Hexa, knowing na meron ng sunken and some Zerglings na kabang while taking up his expansion dito sa natural. So, Hexa's Overlord, of course, definitely sees the timing of the expansion as kitang-kita ng mission ng Overlord yung accumulator. Yeah, si Risk kanina, okay. Yeah, there's also an Overlord here. Malakas loob ni Hexa kasi definitely alam niya na hindi pa magpaproduce ng anti-air anytime soon. Si Risk, kasi nga, nag-double gate and nag-double gate ka, madidelay talaga yung core mo. Cybernetics core. Kaya dito, this is perhaps positioning it lang para sa mga potential attacks, no? May tripwire siya or may signal na, oy, atake na si Risk sa base ko. I can prepare for it. Yeah. So now, one link being sent to scout, no? Just one link scout, perhaps checking for any hidden expansions, or could act as a tripwire. Depende ko sa inyo yung dadalhin. Tripwire para ma-signal, up. Nandiyan na yung army ni Risk. Nandiyan. Okay, so Hexa went for Aspire instead of Hydralisk then. And as you can see, no, Hexa is still in 2 bases. Normally at this point, though, yung ideal scenario for you as Zerg, dapat 3 hatcheries ka na spread across 3 different bases, mining gas in each base. Kaso dahil sa maneuver ni Risk, medyo na rattle, no, si Hexa. And na-force siya gumawa ng ibang game plan kaysa yung originally what he had in mind when he first started this game. So, ayan, okay. Now on Risk side, no, finally meron na Stargate, you have a Citadel, and yeah, Temporal Archive, so we're going to be seeing definitely some Psionic Storm upgrades, and we're gonna be seeing some High Templars deployed para mag-start na mag-ipon ng energy. Now, while this Corsair goes around and spots this Overlord, is going to cause some supply block kay Hexa a bit. And walang choice si Hexa kundi tanggapin yung damage sa Overlord, unless of course matry intercept ng Mutalisk, but Corsairs do really well against Mutalisk unless sobrang dami ng Mutalisk, of course. So, between Corsairs and Muta, with the right amount, Corsairs can wipe out an entire Muta force, but at the same time, kung masyadong marami yung Muta, kahit marami kang Corsair, if the spread out na maayos, can actually face Corsairs. Kaya only one cannon inside the main, kaya these Mutalists can easily jump on it. So, there's a Corsair, and there's a Corsair, mapipitas doon 3 Corsairs already, pero good yung ginawa ni Hexa, nakaspread yung mga Muta niya, kaya lang, these are just too many Corsairs. Wipe out ito, clap ang Mutalisk. Ang sinasabi ko, diba? Between, if there's an equal amount of Corsairs and Muta, definitely favorable sa Corsair. Look at that. Malamang ng Mutalisk konti kanina, pero because of the Corsairs, and of course, the help of the cannon, na defend the Risk. So, good job sa pag-produce. 4 Corsairs right now deployed. Now, Hexa finally deciding to take a base dito sa Atoll of Occupation. Konting AFK ring drone, while these Zerglings here still nakabang. So these serves as ito na yung sinasabi kong tripwire for anything na baka maglabas si Risk ng mass zealot speed, in-upgrade yung speed, para hindi pa yata nyo start yung research, and yeah. Okay, so game is looking kind of passive, and I'm surprised na Hexa decided to go with Mutas instead of the usual. Kasi tuwing Protoss kalaban niya, mahilig siya talaga Hydra. Pero this time, siguro gusto niya practicein yung Mutalisk, Scourge, timings, and all that stuff. While si Risktaker, very good job scouting. 5 Corsairs trying to probe and hunt Overlords and hunt some expansions para makita niya, oy, yung bakante kaya expansion where it can may zealots. Kaso, 5 Mutalisk, 6 Mutalisk, actually ilan ba? 7 Mutalisk now, knocking at Risk, walang cannon. So based to Risk, kaya these Mutalisk are going to do damage. So, may Storm na ba? Let's see if Bernal Storm fast bounce storm sa mga Mutualist. The forces are too far. Eh, kaso masasnipe yata ng Mutualist ang Templar. One Templar goes down without casting storm. Probably get this other one. Two Mutualist, two High Templars already down. Force and Scourge taken down already. And Corsair. Okay, Storm is fast. 3 Corsairs have already died, no? Pero ang dami ng Mutualist from, I think 7 or 8 kanina. And then na-reduce ito 2 na lang. So that was a good Storm, good Corsair. And ayun, grabe yung, I think malaki yung talo ni Hexa dun kaysa kay Risk. No? Yeah. I think sa supply, no? I mean sa resources, I think lumamang si Risk dun sa trade. So that was good job kay Risk for being able to defend that. Sakli Storm, sayang napitas lang yung isang Templar or dalawa kanina. But yeah, habang nangyari action na yun, Hexa has already established the base into 12 o'clock and he should be, you know, producing drones na moving forward to the base na yan. While Risk is taking an earlier third base. No, normally 12-minute mark, pero yeah, this is a faster timing ng third base. Siguro ganun ko confidence si Risk na hey, I just wiped out his Mutaforce and knowing na namin siyang Corsairs to deal with incoming Mutas. So kaya guys siguro also dami Scourge. Scourge already took down 1 Corsair, 4 Corsairs now down to 3. Napakadaming Scourge. No, nakaabang talaga sa mga Corsair kasi nga gusto niya mag-Mutalist, kaya meron siya mga Scourge to help prevent the Corsairs from hitting the Mutas. Kaso there's a DT na sneak in. iamrisktaker just sneakily killing the drones dito sa top of the base, and of course this would attack the Hydras, then would alarm Hexa. Probably has to cancel any research ongoing this Hydra na. As you can see, no, nagpapump yung Hydra, then that's some research going in. Could be lurker aspect or could be hydraulic movement speed or not. Kailangan niya cancel the address kasi sayang. And as you can see, Zealots have been sent dito para tulungan ng finish base. Kaso Hexa only has Scourges and Mutas and a few links. So I think this base would get taken down. Kaso hindi pa niya tinake down yung Hydra din. Okay, finally DT is here. Kaso may Overlord and there's Muta. So the defense kaya ni Hexa, 3 DTs, 2 Zealots trying to take down the space. Kinuna niya Extractor. I don't know if that's a good choice. Parang mas maganda yata if direct na lang sa actually sa Extractor, no? But let's see if Risk can take this out. I think he can. Barely. Oh, isa na lang DT. Yeah, so yun. So I think it was a bad decision na unahin niya Extractor kasi ito. Sana na take down na yung hatchery, pero may follow up pa few Zealots, I think. Wala na, dead to hatchery. Hindi ko attack. Next. Yeah, stay Zealot, going for kill, and finally the hatchery gets taken down. The more Mutalist being morphed from Hexa side. Meanwhile, Risk has already established the base is 6 o'clock. Hexa taking a 4th lead at 3 o'clock. And yeah. So, yun. Okay, Hexa now retaking the base, no? And gonna make sure niya na walang sagabal, kaya nakamatay mo na Mutalist. Kasi Storm, yung High Templar, papunta sana sa 12, then na-realize na, wala nang kailangan punta doon. Wala nang dapat puntahan doon. Kaso, next, nakarally yata doon. Needs to pull this back. Baka masayang lang, mapitas na Mutalist, sayang yung Storms. Okay, ano bang plan? Ano bang plan mo, Risk? Okay, gusto nyo talaga i-push, no? So, of course, kita ni Hexa yung army, kita ni yung Corsairs, kita ni yung Zealots and High Templars. How is Hexa going to respond to this? Yan, Mutalist. Mutalist doing 3 hits. Aray! Ouch! High Templars storming themselves. Grabe. Kaso, wow, grabe rin yung Storm. Stormy ni Risktaker with those Corsairs just wipes out every single Mutalist that Hexa has. Yikes. That was a good Storm, no? Kaso faulty lang yung isang Storm kanina, na Storm yung sarili niyang units, pero I guess in exchange for killing all the Mutas, that's already worth it, no? Worth the exchange, I believe, even though accidental. So now Hexa again down to 3 bases, trying to throne up once again. This is not looking good for Hexa. As you can see here, Risk talaga is way ahead in terms of economy and supply. Hexa has to find a way to regain yung map presence, map control, and of course yung kanyang army count. I think the Mutalist decision was an ill choice kasi umabot sa ganito. If only siguro na-control yung Mutalist or have harassed better of that more damage, maybe sulit yung Mutalist. Kaya lang, in this case na-punish siya with Coursers, na-punish siya ng Storms, ang daming Mutalist na dead, just a few Psionic Storms being cast. Okay, now, ito na si Risk-Taker doing his favorite moves, perhaps planting a pylon and then adding photon cannons here just to block the Zerg from moving forward or at least temporarily or prevent talaga yung base na to dito sa mineral only expansion na kunin next na kaso is moving forward. Merong storms pero we would be able to clear this entire Hydra force kasi good dodge by Hexa. Dodging the storm, one storm connects and many Hydras have been dissolved in the storm. Kaya ang daming Hydras na this is scary. Meron bang energy i-risk kasi the storm. Okay, meron pa isang storm. It's good. The first storm hitting many of the Hydras while these overlords, the Coursers are trying to get that overlord and successfully gets it para yung TP. Yung mahunting kaso kung siya mag-forward accidentally na-forward or maybe hindi yan lang na-control kaya na-forward yung risk yung kanyang army sa natural Hexa. Now, Hydras trying to push out yung army dito ni Risk para hindi siya ma-contain kasi pag na-contain yung Zerg napakahirap lumabas lalo na cannons na to these are very hard to break this position if na-contain ka dito sa high ground. Now more Hydras ulit trying to attempt to regain the ground kasi marami masyadong Protoss units dito. We only have a few Hydras at marami ng cannons being built, mayroon pang storms available for Risk. And while that is happening, Hexa is still building drone count sa kanyang third base at 3 o'clock. DT gets taken down accidentally, moving forward, knowing there's overlords, kaya yung DT. And ito si Riz taking a very cheeky expansion dito sa 12 o'clock. So niya i-block mga potential expansions ni Hexa and try to greed it up. So right now, Hexa is very much contained. Risk is very ahead economically. And wow, grabe yung storms. Those storms on those Hydras talagang really killing it. Really making Risk win the game yung mga pagland ng mga storms na yan. Grabe ilang base to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases for Risk-Taker. Akala mo Terran yung kalaban pero Zerg yung kalaban niya. Hexa is super duper behind right now. Risk is very ahead. Kita niya yung economy ni Risk over 2,000 minerals and over 1,000 gas. Kailangan na niya mag-macro up para mag-max out. Yun na lang kulang ni Risk-Taker. Add more gateways, add more production, enough na yung Nexus, add more units. Otherwise, baka matalo ka pag biglang dumami yung army ni Hexa. Ngayon, okay, more Hydras, gusto talagang i-push, talagang desperate move si Hexa na maka-break out. Gusto niyang patayin yung base imbis na i-move or i-segue or maybe hunt a different base kasi alam niya na kapag makontain siya sa high ground na to, napakahirap talagang maka-offense dun sa base ng kalaban. Yan, Risk just being Protoss, playing Protoss like how Protoss is meant to be played, very greedy kasi hindi ko napansin na nag-stick pala yung Hydras dito, nag-ninja moves sila. Hindi ko nakatingin yung nag-move forward ng Hydras. I don't know where they came from. Ayun, this base only has 3 cannons. Hexa is going to try to make a push kaso merong storms available dito sa natural ni Risk and he will just storm those Hydras away. Nag-miss ang storm. Ayun yung storm and that was an excellent dodge by Hexa na hindi niya mapastorm yung Hydras niya kasi ito na another storm. Okay, that was a good storm, putting most of the Hydras there and another storm should clear. And yes, okay, this small Hydra force gets pushed back. High Templars from the mineral-only base or expansion location ni Hexa got pulled back, ni-retreat ni Risk, 3 Templars to maybe anticipate, siguro nag-anticipate siya na maraming Hydras pa coming in, especially meron ng other bases established to be Hexa such as itong nasa 3 o'clock. Now, more Hydras trying to move past the Zealots. I don't know, baka good decision siguro atakin na ni Risk yung base na to while those Hydras are out of position to defend. I don't know if that's a good choice or not, pero yeah, ganito yung nangyari in case ang pinili ni Risk is to chase down those Hydras. Yeah, let's check yung upgrades. Currently 0-0 a Hydras. Risk is at +1 weapons, so definitely upgrade advantage goes to Risk. Kaso head to head, these few Zealots against these many Hydras, hindi kakayain na Zealots. You need the Storms in there. And finally, Templars. No, just good Storms could clear. Kaso, uy, nag-walk past. Nagkasalisihan yung High Templars and yung Hydras. Okay, ngayon, Hexa, try spots these High Templars. Sala, naka-move command. Hindi siya naka-80. Yikes, uh-oh. Oh no! What a waste of 4 Storms right there. 4 High Templars got taken down for absolutely free. Masaya si Hexa doon. Ngayon, Hexa trying to break out, including all these Hydras na meron siya to clear this mineral-only base. But Hexa rather, Risk tries to defend with just a few Zealots na meron siya. But I think this base will get cleared, rather this photon cannon location gets cleared by Hexa. May mga pylons na lang, may mga forcers here but they're not doing anything. They should be hunting more overlords or scouting the map. But yeah, only pylons na titira, so this should be easy for Hexa to destroy, and take. Kung gusto niya i-take itong mineral-only base. Okay, now Hexa has the high ground, pero marami pa rin Zealot and army supply the Risk. So let's see what happens from here. Okay, so hindi na defend the Risk, no? Iniwan na lang niya, pinababayaan na yung base to. I don't know why. Maybe sabi niya siguro, okay, give up ko na lang yan. What's the point of defending? But now, yeah, akala ko i-move forward yung Hydras dito, pero hindi niya ginawa. Now Risk is really very rich, no? So, yikes. That was kind of a bad rally. Bad rally by Risk. Siguro hindi niya na-change yung rally point ng few gateways niya, kaya dumiretso dito. Now a drone will try to go to the 12 o'clock, kaso malulungkot si Hexa once makita niya na may base dito. Yikes! Yung base na dapat kanya got taken away from him. So, malungkot si Hexa dito. Kita niya, oh no, naagawan ako ng base. So, Hexa will now try to look for another location habang nire-defend niya yung kanyang main from these coursers, no? Trying to snipe some overlords and getting some intel while Hexa tries to siege this 12 o'clock base knowing na walang cannons. So this base could be taken down. I don't know if this force ni Risk is enough, but let's see. Mayroong overload here to spot BBs. Forcers weren't able to take down the overlords in time. Yikes. Yeah, I think Hexa will take down this 12 o'clock base to Risk. I think finally makuha na ni Hexa yung base na to. So yeah, Hexa is going to retake this base later, definitely. Kasi yun ang next logical choice other than this mineral only base here. Pero okay lang yun kay Risk kasi manalo yung base. Okay, economy still ahead in supply. Look, 60 workers compared kay Hexa na dito only 31 workers. Yeah, so puro tuloy-tuloy bakbakan. It's a battle of the 12 o'clock base right now. And yeah, yun, grabe talaga yung storms. No? The power of the storms when connecting just deletes those Hydras almost instantly. So yeah, game state, definitely Risk is ahead. Kung Zerg, dapat lamang ka ng base kaysa kalaban mo, pero right now, that's not the case. Risk is ahead economically. And so workers, no, very, very ahead. Look at that, 63 workers. Optimal, very optimal worker count dito for iamrisktaker. So good job siya sa pag-macro ng workers. Ang kailangan niya gawin is to add more production. As you can see, nag-float siya ng maraming minerals, and this arbiter criminal, no, I'm not sure ba't siya nag-arbiter kasi marami ng overlord. I don't know bakit pa niya gusto mag-arbiter. I don't think this is a good choice against Zerg, honestly. Baka mas maigit carrier na lang. Kaysa Arbiter. I don't know. Bakit Arbiter? Weird choice. But let's see kung anong gagawin nyo dun. As you can see here, napakadaming storms available for Risk. Nakatamba yung mga army. Kailangan niya going to add more production, which is, uy, narinig yata tayo. Even though this is a replay we're casting, no? Good job. Okay, nag-add siya ng gateways. Good. Now, Mutanist spots this lower right base ni Risk. Fortunately, wala siyang cannons. And maraming probes dito, pero yan, nakita ni Hexa yung base na to, and nakita yung naming gateways. Definitely, that's going to make Hexa really sad. I mean, definitely, nasadin si Hexa seeing this base already up and mining. Ngayon, Forcers are here, trying to defend. Mutanist, kaso dalawang piraso lang, ang daming mutant yan. These Forcers will just get easily deleted by those Mutanists. What does it matter if Risk loses this base? Maybe, but down to 3 base. So yeah, I guess important na ma-hold tong base. Kaso, grabe yung storm, grabe na mula. Muta, oh! 2 storms connected to the Mutanist erases entire Mutanist force. I-Hexa. Aray! Grabing storms, no? So, sakto lang yung pag-arrive ng High Templars ni Risk sa base ito. And yun lang pala kailangan. No cannons, no Corsairs, just storms. Lalo if na-mismanage mo yung mutas mo, definitely sasalukan ito. Ngayon, kasi no, lurkers trying to position themselves in front of the Protoss player space. Pero, buti na lang may observer na si Risk na it shouldn't be a problem too much. Now, Risk needs to add dragoons as zealots will just get deleted, destroyed by these lurkers easily as yun na, yung damage ng lurker kasi does extra damage. I think the small units, not sure ha. I think concussive yung damage ng lurker. I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong. Concussive, just like yung vulture, does exceptionally well against small units, while yung explosive damage type kasi does good against large units and weaker against small. So yeah, napaka-chaotic na game. And more mutants, binagsagan pa ni Hexa kanya mutant production just like High Templars kasi annoyed sa High Templars. Pero again, look, grabe yung storms, so just like that, if hindi mo ma-monitor yung mutant mo, deleted talaga. Boy, sa yung storms, and again, once again, na-delete na naman ang entire mutanist force ni Hexa. Hindi na nabantayan, and yun, inubos ng storm, pinakyaw ng storm ang mutanist ni Hexa. Ngayon, Hexa, mine out ang main base. Risk, mine out ang main, mine out ang natural. Hexa's natural about to mine out. Isa lang ang mining base ni Hexa kaso kulang pa ng saturation ng drones. And merong 4th base dito kaso wala pa rin drones. Just now, few drones have been added. This is not looking good for Hexa. Actually, kanina pa ito not looking good eh. If only Risk has actually produced more units earlier, kanina pa tapos. Pero, even though, no, lamang pa rin si Risk ito, kitang-kita lamang sa supply. And, kailangan niya gawin, mag-spam ng attack instead ng army. Every single base that Hexa has. And, Risk could win. Hexa, trying to fight with all his might to defend. Ang natitira niya, mining base, maliban sa dito na wala pang kahit anong drones masyado. Yeah, Hexa really trying to fight. If mawala yung base na to, talagang sure lose na. We're looking by this position. Risk naman, walang probes dito sa lower right. Hindi pa niya na-saturate. And ang dami yung base ni Risk. Sobrang dami ng base ni Risk. I don't think malabo matalo si Risk dito. Risk is very ahead. Na-outplay niya, na-outmacro niya si Hexa definitely. And yan, yung mga storm series, connecting yun talaga yung biggest factor. Those storms connecting and Hexa not being able to micro those units away from the storms. Yung mga factors din na naka-influence ng ganitong stage of the game. Oh yeah, ito, there's this annoying lurker over here. Pero may cannon, kaya makikita yung lurker. Abot ng range ng cannon, unfortunately, and that one lurker gets taken down. And Hexa trying to do some damage with all his might. Sabi niya, wala na siguro to. Maybe I can still go for an attack. Siguro na sa isip ni Hexa, I don't know. Ba naka-A-click na siya anywhere. Scatter ng units. I think yung moral ni Hexa, grabe na na-damage yung moral ni Hexa sa game na to. Going, Risk has bases everywhere. Yung Protoss Empire. May Empire na yung Protoss sa buong mapa halos. Well, siya only stuck with 2 mining bases, hindi pa saturated ng drones. So look at the supply, 66 workers against 33. That's double the worker count na meron si Hexa. And yung supply, no? That's double the supply na meron si Hexa. More than double the supply. So kailangan lang gawin talaga ni Risk dito, matake and tapos na yung game. Even A-click would do. Hexa trying to establish a base dito sa upper left side. And of course, kita ni Risk yan, may mga pre-select siya. Hexa trying to defend that position. Pero will that be enough? I don't know. But anything can happen pa rin. I mean, kita-kita naman sa game state. No? Very lamang series. Pero this is StarCraft. Anything can happen. O mataranta si Risk bigla. No? Kinabahan. Uy, ba't gano'n? Kunti lang nag-mine kay Risk. Huh? Uy, nag-mine out na pala ang 6 o'clock ni Risk. Pero meron pa siyang base. All he needs is to send those probes dun sa other bases na meron siya and hindi rin production. Hindi na malayan ni Risk. Up, I hear some muta shots. Okay. So talagang gusto mag-muta ni Hexa, no? More mutas. Siguro, kung ako, like, Hydra na yung gawin niya. Parang, doon siya nadali, no? Sa kakamuta ni Hexa, I think doon siya nag-ubos, nag-waste ng maraming resources. Kaya, Hexa, going to harass this base to the lower right ni Risk. Walang karon-karon, walang ka-defense. These mutalists will easily do short work of these probes here. And ngayon, i-reduce niya by 10s, by 20s yung worker count. Meron si Risk, this single forcer trying to defend. 2 forcers trying to defend. 2 dragoons trying to defend against these mutas. Kaso wala. Nakadami siya rin si Hexa. So yeah, at least nabawasan yung worker. Pero even though Risk is still ahead, okay, Storm has been casted on Risk. Second Storm connects. And greatly pinapula niya yung mga buhay na muta. One more Storm actually could clear this entire muta force or maybe a few forcers just chasing them down would destroy the entire muta force ulit ni Hexa. Okay, Hexa was able to establish itong base sa upper left. Surprisingly, patuloy niya, hindi na pressure ni Risk, no? Yeah, so anong gagawin ni Risk? So, Zealots 12, alam niya na walang base. Okay, what's your plan, Risk? Hexa rin, what's your plan? Oh! Lots of drones, nakita! Ni Risk inbound. Alam niya na, desperate moves ito ni Hexa. Ngayon, drones. Stinap, no? Para mag-defend. Wala. Nangyari. Bisa generation lang siya, no? Bigla niyang ginlaw yung drones. Kaya ito yung nag-scatter. Now, okay. More units from Risk. Being rallied dito sa upper left. Maybe he's trying to go for the kill finally. Once and for all. Pero Hexa is doing a good job. We're trying to stall out his army. Ang kailangan lang gawin ni Risk actually is to consolidate his army. Go for that one big attack. Hindi mo pinapiraso kasi mapipitas ka talaga ang mga lurkers and the mutalist and a few hydras na meron. I think nakarally ang units dito upper left base. Alam ni Risk na namumulubi na Hexa. And this is looking like GG. Malapit na ito maging GG. No? Malapit na maging GG. Once ma-take out yung dalawang base, isa lang base ni Hexa and there's no way to recover from that. Actually, gets taken down by this mass zealots with 3-1 upgrades pa na. Uy, plus 2 weapons si Hexa. Ano yung upgrade ni Hexa? Hexa only has no upgrades sa carapace or fire attack. Up the AFK counting set now, going for the kill, going for this other hatchery. Na meron si Hexa, take-click na lang, take-click and win, guys. It's all a matter of just pressuring the Zerg with sheer numbers. Isang storm sa mutalist. Oh, weird. Yeah, again, another mutalist forces to wipe out the storm. And GG has been called. Sabi, no? That was very impressive performance by iamrisktaker, no? Natalo niya ang isang practicing standard Zerg player ng Hexa. Yeah, I don't know kung bakit fake gateway. Sabi, hindi naman yung fake gateway. fake gateway na I think na misread next. I don't think that's a fake gateway. I think matake naman si Risker kanina. Yeah, okay, whatever kung anong pinag-usapan nila. But yeah, good job kay iamrisktaker if you're watching this video right now, no? And of course, well played kay h3xa. Yeah, what an amazing game, and I'm happy to see si iamrisktaker improving sa kanyang game, lalo niya kanyang Protoss versus Zerg. And, di ba, hindi siya nag-carrier this game, no? Natiis niya yun. Alam kong ma mahirap sa loob, mahirap sa damdamin ni risk taker na hindi mag-carrier, pero dinisipline niya sarili niya, no? Talagang he tried and nag-effort siya to play as correctly as possible, and ito yung outcome na improve niya yung gameplay niya. So, natalo niya si h3xa, who's a standard third player na also learning, no? So, good job, big improvement kay risk taker. I'm definitely looking forward to more games from you, Risk. And yeah, keep on practicing, keep on improving, and yeah, I'd love to see you rise more to the top. And of course, same with the h3xa. So good job both players. And that's all for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe for more content like this. So thank you very much, and see you in the next video.